especially high to low, seems to bug me. I don't know what that is.
Low in the rain.
What's that?
Low in the rain.
When it cools off, I think. A lot of the time, that's when rain comes.
Any water?
Yeah. That's more lightning. Got some more lightning.
Oh, shit.
Deep out there. So how long does it take you to tune that 12 string?
An hour and a half.
It's really the one thing is though, like the adjustomatic bridges that they made, like post 60s people use them. Like this would be so fucking annoying. Like I totally understand why. Like when I was like doing research into like how people use 12 strings back in the day, they would use them, but like I feel like a lot of it was like studio, like adding the chime or whatever, because it was just so fucking hard to use. And soon they're really finicky, but this is really it's not that bad.
If you see Zeppelin live sets, there's like he uses that 12 string on a couple different songs, and I think he just has a different 12 string for each song, so the automatic sort of come out into.
That makes sense. It's definitely gotten better.
Yeah, Adjustomatic sounds like it's doing a lot.
Yeah. They changed the way they do the truss rods and everything, and it's just
Two of them?
yeah. Yep. This is based on there's a 60s guitar called the Ovation, and it looks just like this, but it doesn't
I know
have
the
any
Ovation.
shit. Oh really?
When in my high school band,
Really?
he didn't have an Ovation, but it was like his dream guitar. It was
Oh,
like a 60s
okay.
Ovation.
I wonder if he ended up getting, because this is that except not an organ.
This is that, except good.
Yeah. One, one, one. One, 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 one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, 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 oh.
What?
These like places almost daily. Good?
Yes, sir.
Want to try a wave driven wave?
Of course I do.
Do it.
Just put that anywhere.
Yeah, take it.
I don't think that I can hear you enough, Al.
Okay.
Can we check it? Sure. That's better. Thank you.
Yep.
From the top again?
Yep.
Down.
Damn, my forehead looks like a liquid's over there.
Oh, that's it. I didn't hit my first pedal easily. Very nice. That was pretty good.
So these roofs in these places, flat roofs, and it's like this big plastic sheet. It's just tiny, but it's super slippery. So you go up there, try to wander up there. Yeah, wait till it's dry, and then you're on the sheet.
Just fucking dying. What's left? I see that capo.
Yeah, what do you think?
I also see that the lyrics are open. I guess I could use my literacy. Sounds good to me. Awesome.
Yeah, I just encountered all this gristle all of a sudden.
What's that?
Encountered all this gristle all of a sudden.
I actually blew it a bunch of dust in the thing. I moved it. I would apologize for that. Seemed to notice, so
I think he's.
I tried to yell, sorry, it was too loud.
I think he's noticed.
Okay.
It's all right. He's just the only guy in the group who sings.
I was over there moving the fan. I look over, and it's just loud.
Do you have any more?
Yeah,
bugs?
I'm afraid
Outside the
Bass is getting there.
I need a bigger car to bring the bigger hand.
Oh yeah, we should, one of the days this next week, if you want to take a look, I still have your huge place up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's that ahead still at my parents. Just in case.
Yeah, I'll grab it right out here. Cool. There's a lamp, that'd be, check it out.
That's a good storm out there.
And it was kind of, well, bring it back.
Yeah. I was wondering if there's some way we could arrange multiple amps, like split the mic signal to basically affect the PA.
Yep.
We could talk about it, like,
That marking on top is the, basically, it's a flight amp. Let's put the signal there.
that'd be cool. Yeah, I was just thinking it would be cool to be able to be like sitting quietly in certain parts of the area. I feel like that's really hard to do.
Yeah, I feel like I'm having trouble with clarity, to be honest with you. Both with the bass and the within work, so I'll run the van over.
Yeah, sounds good.
And then with the second head, we can actually use that to power this instead of the onboard. Yeah. That would be, and it's a 360 watt amp. It's not a 360, but take a quick look, but people keep sending a signal from that bass amp head into this as well. And that would be, I mean, this thing's old. And it would be, once already there.
Subtle stuff like even the idea of doing like the talk singing sort of thing, just like it would just be wiped out. It's like, so it would be nice to have the option of wider. But yeah, I don't know.
I'll put my face outside a second.
That's actually sounds good. Nice. Would you do?
I was must be through a little bit. Yeah. The high mids, the highs and low mids, and over bass. Yeah, but what will cut the best is the highs. Mids and the
Cuts through all my noise real nicely too. That's what I was listening for.
you got to find these frequencies and most of why I run storage.
Looking for in between frequencies.
With the bass, it's the 250K, because that's not often what our numbers are. And they're not used that loss.
The deep luminancy. Or no, constant days. So 250. I'm totally lost. I would never report constant days in relation to those kilohertz range. Yeah. An octave below would be 220, 265 B. Yeah, so you divide that by, you divide 240 by 12, so every half step would be about 20 there. So I guess it'd be flat. Slightly sharp B flat.
It's hard to get a lot of it. I mean, it's different if like frequency-wise.
Yeah, these are all assuming we have like sine wave tones, which we absolutely do not. Cool if we have like sine wave. Were you stepping out of here?
Might be drier.
Good words. I just need to get some air and cool myself off a little bit.
Going 7 days a week.
Thankfully, that is true, but you know, it's still intense time. Although, like, should I help in a week from Monday? Do I? Yeah, a guy. So that's that, thankfully, and then Yeah, I have my phone turned off right now. Or the work apps are turned off, so actually I have some separation. It'd be nice. I don't know. If I could pop it back. I really want to try and get my monkey back on sometime this month. So I ordered the clips this week. I'm gonna send you the link so you can sanity check me. And he said it would need like a little bit of pull and push in to rearrange it. Okay, but if I get the clips and I bring the bumper up here, we can see what we do. I mean,
Rubber wasn't destroyed, right?
was that?
Rubber's not destroyed.
No, I'll send you pictures.
And there's always been.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't mind, like,
I don't know.
yeah, I appreciate that.
It's. Everything but some of the other things. There, it's a million of those cars. So they should be relatively cheap. Aftermarket's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's first person shooting. I like the sparrow that actually is.
Doesn't suit him anymore.
I don't.
I remember when my aunt's little kid, he was a, he wasn't a COVID baby, was he? No, he was a just before COVID baby. Like he was born, like December of of 19. So I remember when he got his first haircut, like after lockdown and grown it out, like he was almost like 2 before he got his first haircut. And he was always like a feral, like he still is like half a wild child. And he got it, he looked like so clean cut and smiling. That's not that kid needs to look like a wolf.
It's like, they grow these little natural colors.
What's next, Phyllis? Revolution.
You want to try to develop this measure, all the house measure?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
So I was thinking like we have an intro, we have like kind of a rocket verse. We get more, we get really into it. But then I was thinking like, so in the story, they were catapulted to describe her like disease, which is like death. Like I was thinking like if we could work our way into like a room and then emerge out of it at the end,
Yeah.
that could be cool. But I don't, I haven't done it yet, so figure it out.
I kind of like that, like the whole time it's dying, then it becomes this drum, and then like there's the ending culmination of collapse
Yeah,
as the house literally falls.
yeah.
I mean, I think that riff is very much the centerpiece dynamically, so it makes, I don't know, with the scene that we've drawn, it makes a lot of sense for me to like, for the drone to be like that, literally assembling and then crash down, exit on basically just that, like I cut out the entire. How did that feel to you guys?
Yeah, I like that part a lot. I feel like I want to figure out what we want to do for the verse. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing my riff and then let Rick's pace go for a little bit.
Yeah.
Fucking around a little bit this next time, but I like the direction the drum part was going in. It felt like we already kind of into it when we started building. We just gotta iron it out. Yeah, it could be really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mean and I grew up on Godspeed, so I will do a eighth note crescendo on toms and bass for 5 minutes and I won't think about it. Like that's fine to me. Like that's a fine thing to do.
Maybe we push out a little bit on this one. I wouldn't mind like a really patient film.
Yeah, I was trying to be like as patient as I could be. Basically.
No, it was great. That's happened. I feel like I've got more of an idea now. against it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We just gotta nail the fine details, but we got to.
Yeah, kind of picking our way towards like making the parts in the front half a little more distinct, which is a little bit on me really. Like I'm still picking up when you riff.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you actually guided me. Like you kept it going slow. Like I kept wanting to push, but you were in the pocket and it kept me in it, and I feel like it made it way more intense. Like just yeah, we gotta have you have to have an elongated movement.
Yeah. I move one cycle after I'm like, okay, it's time to go. Like when I feel that, I'm like, okay, now I'll wait one more.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I feel like I was pushing for a second. I'm like, no.
We all definitely went back into it at the same moment
Yeah.
too, which like you can't really beat that.
Right, because it's so satisfying when it's like it finally arrives.
Yes. See, that's a good cue, and then yeah, like
As far as the beginning goes, some parts when you go up, you want me to keep doing what I'm doing, or you want me to move on as well?
Down.
Down?
yeah,
Give him
Offset.
that full contrary motion.
I like that.
This is 19th century kind of feeling. Like let's make him feel like Beethoven's coming.
I like it. Really basically goes.
Full contrapuntal fugue. We should for sure play around with texture too. Like, Yeah,
we
'cause-
should get better at talking about textures too. Like I feel like we're doing it and then feeling it instinctively, but talking about it.
So you at that building point put on the looper, don't you? There's like a drone.
I use my super ego, which just freezes them.
Oh, okay.
But then I have it on tremolo lessons.
Oh,
she's
okay.
back for me, she's
Got
fine.
it. Okay.
It's one
That's
of the
cool.
greats.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really like that. Let's hold on. Let's hold on to that because that having that drone be continuous and having your second guitar part come in is like that's very very necessary.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go with that. I want to go a little southern. I feel alright. I haven't actually been turned down on one. I like the idea of like I want to cut through, but I want it to be subtle too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. No, I asked you to turn up during winter wave.
it just sounds a little. When I go distorted, I feel like it was too much too fast, and I want it to be more sensuous.
You're getting lured into the house.
Yeah. It can't just be like, get in here. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Nobody does that.
Nobody would ever fall for that.
I'm fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Like, that's not happening. It doesn't work.
Get in here and read my incoherent emails.
Well,
What do you know about race science?
what does this have to do about pussy?
Don't tell Elon Musk that you're here.
Oh my God, dude, the Elon Musk email where he was begging
To go, like,
on Christmas fucking.
yeah.
Oh, so weak, dude.
It's so fucking weird, dude.
Next level. It's like the kind of thing, like, we started to be exposed to these types of men who are just like straight up BBs. And it's hard because, like, I feel like most of your life, you're like, when you're young, you're like modeling yourself, you're like, don't want to be him, don't want to be him. But then we have these like bad examples that are so bad that it's just like, I can't learn it.
Right,
This fucking.
there's complete, it's like complete abjection, essentially. Like, it's not even negation. It's something that is wholly known. Like, I can't even form myself in opposition, really. It's like, what do I learn from that? Like, don't have test tube babies with 15
Yeah.
men.
Don't
Like,
get pulled into like apparently a web of abuse because it seems like Jeffrey Epstein might have also been abused by like Mike Westner. Like it seems
Yeah.
like it just going. Like,
yeah. Well, that's
I
sort
don't
of
know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like the things that are there to learn are something that like nobody even has the opportunity to do. Like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Exactly. There's nothing. It's not. There's no. It's not analogous to the way we live our lives.
Right.
Beings, but then we still have the information and can wrongfully decide that it's meaningful and that we're learning something when really it's just like
Yeah.
thinking of it as alien. It
Yeah.
might be the way to go. I don't know.
Like don't
Like,
the laws that are getting broken are so fundamental that you shouldn't have to teach them.
yeah,
Like
that's
don't
it.
don't harm children. Like cool, I knew that when I
Yeah.
was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So fucked up. And like, there's no, here's the lesson, kids. It's just like,
Yeah.
obviously this is the worst thing that happened.
actually the lesson the one lesson that can be learned is perhaps more valuable than anything else is don't ever have $1 billion. Don't ever be worth more than like 8 digits.
Yeah,
Like
no.
that's a fine lesson that I think everybody should learn. Maybe we can lower that by an order of magnitude. Don't ever have more than $10 million.
Have you guys seen? Do you guys happen to see any of Beef too?
Beef?
Yeah, have you ever watched the show Beef?
No.
It's a South Korean writer. The first Beef is like a head long. It's fun. It's like basically like it's Ali Wong gets into a car crash with another dude, and then it's just like a full on like they spend the rest of the time feuding with each other, destroying each other's lives. It's just like a head on mission, and like
They have beef.
yeah, exactly. It's beef. It's just like this, and they're destroying their own lives to destroy each other's.
Okay.
Which is awesome. And then I'm thinking, like, season 2, I'm like, okay, this is what they're going to do. They're going to take the same thing and just totally shift. Like, we're going to go over here, but it's still going to be this headlong cruise. It's like, no, this season 2 is like a White Lotus thing. It's like a sensitive, mature. I think this guy aged. I don't know what age he is. I'm going to say he's like around us. Like, he made some kind of beat. And now he's doing this thing that's like very sensitive, and it's about like relationships have these problems, but who are we to really like suss it out? We don't really understand what's happening in another person's life, and he kind of like draws it out, and it ends up like I don't want to spoil it because that's like the basics of it, but it gets really different. And anyway, I feel like it's worth it. It's got a real like class is interesting, race is interesting, which includes I mock there's multiple scenes where people are like, you look like and it's the wrong race, and but it has like real effects too. So I don't know. There are a lot of cool little things, and then it's also like fucking so dark. Like, but anyway, it's cool. And if you watch it, let me know what you think. 'Cause I have very pointed opinions.
I like Ali Wong.
Yeah, Ali Wong's only in the first one. The second one is a really fucking hot South Korean chick.
But South Korea chicks are hot here.
Yeah, yeah. And this one is also like actually the boy they're all good looking. They're just like good looking people that and then
people on TV in general are like distractingly hot.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed this out to me recently, and I watch a lot of stuff from like the 80s and 90s, just generally because I'm watching a lot of Star Trek, if I'm being honest. But like people are like good looking then, but like there's like daytime TV good looking, and then there is celebrity movie star A-list good looking.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in doing TV shows have gone from being TV good looking to being like Hollywood A-list.
no, I know. Yeah.
If you're on TV, you're probably top 10%.
Yeah.
You're 10% of attractiveness. But like, if you're in the movies, probably top 1%. Hollywood A-lister, 0.01%. And for whatever reason, that wealth, like, the wealth has been consolidated with those 0.01%ers in terms of wealth. I don't know why.
Do you guys see Great Gatsby?
That was like 2014.
Something like that with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
There's a blonde chick in there with the big brown eyes. She
The one who played Daisy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Yes.
She is like basically the character. She plays this woman who is married to the guy who runs the country club, and then they're feuding sort of in their own marriage, and she's like grappling with age and stuff.
Huh.
And which is really interesting because like the whole time she's like thinking about how she can like change, and then she's just gorgeous. it's like oh man, like you gotta let them know it's all right.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Blonde hair with brown eyes is I hate using this word. It's an underrated look. I think it's like everybody goes for blonde hair with brown eyes. It's fine. You're good. Works for me. Blonde hair, brown eyes. Doesn't get enough love.
And good actors, like if you guys.
Oh yeah, she did a great. I mean, I remember her performance as Daisy.
She's very, very sensitive. I feel like the whole thing. There are multiple times where you're like, you know, that like as you're watching a show, you have this feeling of like, here's what I would do, or here's how I think this would wind up.
Yeah.
Like there are so many moments where I feel like other shows let you down, and this one is just like, oh yeah, that one makes sense. Like they're doing what she did.
You know what I watched recently where I really struggled against my internal feeling of like, here's what I like. If I were there, it wouldn't have gone down like that.
What's that?
A Serious Man, the Coen Brothers flick.
Oh shit, I haven't seen it.
No? Okay, yeah. It was one of the few Coen Brothers that I hadn't seen, and my friend Jack, she was like, I can't. It's my favorite one of theirs. I can't believe you haven't seen all this stuff. So we sat and watched it, and like the whole time I was just like balling my hands into fists because I was like, God damn it, you can't act like that. I mean, like you can't put up with that. Like,
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is he's like this. It's a Job allegory as far as I can tell. The whole thing is like he's putting up, like he's enduring all of this immense suffering. He's very put upon in all these different ways. It's also very Jewish.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, that's Coen Brothers.
Yeah.
That's sort of like ancestral Jewish, like the tragic,
right.
like curse but selected.
Yeah, very much so with that sort of like that hint of like some kind of like curse. Like it's very much implied like at the beginning that there is in fact a curse on this planet.
Oh, okay. Which really
is,
right
yeah,
on.
So you fucking nailed it. And like just the whole time, you know, it's oh god, I can't remember the actor's name. He's phenomenal in it. The whole time I'm like, you gotta just fucking sock him, dude. Like you can't put up with that shit.
Yeah.
But like
I know what you mean.
like I had to
got
fight really hard against mine. If I'd been there, it would have gone down.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, there are moments in this. This is what like Emily and I were watching it, and I'm always the element of the TV at this point. So I'm just like, there were like certain moments where I'm just like, don't fucking do that. do this. And then as I'm thinking that, I'm just like, what's wrong with you? You have like realistic human faults that lead you in this fucking direction. And you're showing like sort of the problems of being alive. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
And like that sort of like output, and it just made me think like when I'm upset at them, I'm upset at them for reasons where I'm like, I know why you're acting that way.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Because if this, you know, if this very like kindly, sort of obsequious, like Jewish professor of theoretical physics were to like suddenly sock his wife's new lover across the jaw, it'd be what I would do, but it wouldn't be what he would do.
Right.
And
It's consistent.
Yes, exactly.
These are very consistent characters.
Yes.
I don't know. I really want you to watch this because
Beef.
or yeah, just let me know what you think
Yeah.
about it. Because one thing I noticed is that I feel like they're consistent to a degree that is rare. Like
Yeah.
they have psychological profiles.
Right,
that-
right, and that's like that kind of
That's hard to do.
that kind of consistency that can infuriate you with like how disastrous it
Exactly.
is.
Per classic blah blah blah.
Yeah,
if you get your
exactly.
audience saying class like
Yeah.
that's what this guy does.
That's
Yeah.
such a feat. I've been struggling that with as I've been writing my
Oh
book.
fucking you.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like, oh,
yeah,
that's the
yeah. So one of the pieces of feedback I got, this was like weirdly something I was sort of glad to get. Something like it was sort of backhanded.
Yeah.
Because like 3 or 4 different people, all women actually were reading the book were like, you write women really well, and I was like, phenomenal. This like that feels incredible to hear. But your men are less emotionally dynamic. Like to a person, like that's what they said each and every single way. And I'm like, God damn, what did I do? What did I fuck up? And then my friend Sue pointed out, she's like, they all have your emotional affect. They're all feeling different things. They're not all you, but they all have the emotional expression of an American man in this era. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, good for you for like actually hearing it.
Yeah.
That is like it's rare for people to be able to articulate that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a good edit.
Yeah, like she and I had to
that's a
sit
hard
and talk to for a little bit to get through to that, but I was like, Jesus Christ, what a call! And I read back and I'm like, it is like because
I got to crawl in some other guy's head.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like in beyond that, while I'm in their head, I've got to express through them in ways that I wouldn't.
Yes.
Because they have to be more vibrant than I
Right,
am.
right. And that was what I felt a little jealous of in this. It's like the interplay of characters. They just
Right.
like, that is this guy, and he makes that fucking mistake every single time.
Yeah, like
And if he doesn't make that mistake, it signals growth. For sure.
right, exactly. Like you need to be able to have them make those mistakes, fuck up in these ways that infuriate people.
Right.
So that either later on you can you could redo that again and reinforce it.
Yeah.
Or as you pointed out, so they can grow. You gotta piss the audience off.
Yes, yeah. Oh my god. And it holds. You're
like you get to this point of like there's more archetypes than just the father and the mother. There's more symbolic action than just like penetration or expunging stuff.
Yeah.
And so there's this weird tension of like relative. You ever notice how accurate Freud is about conservatives, especially?
But
But just like everything that like conservatives tend to do is so overtly psychosexual in a very Freudian
Oh,
kind
yes,
of way.
yeah.
Of just like of like daddy is harsh and must be defeated.
Yeah,
Mommy is soft. Yeah.
That whole section, because I actually hadn't read that part of Freud until I read Gravity Ring.
Oh,
And it
okay.
like went in reverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there were those scenes that are like basically about those psychosexual dimensions
Yeah.
of Nazis.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel like
And not
and
so like
Hitler like getting shit on.
Oh yeah.
It was all very
Yeah, because that's the ultimate degradation.
yeah.
because
It's
it's
a
Freudian.
powerful one.
Yeah, and so my sort of theory is like if you have a more conservative leaning person, part of that psychosexual makeup is a simplicity of consciousness that makes Freud really, really applicable.
Yeah.
And if you've sort of moved on past that, like you're in a space where the more Jungian analysis or more complicated things are more applicable.
Yeah.
That's just my theory, which is why you take like a nice, decent liberal, and a lot of the time they look at Freud and it genuinely doesn't make much sense to them.
Yeah.
Whereas a conservative recoils.
Like well on biography.
Yeah. But like a conservative will either look at it and be like, well, that's just true, if they're kind of self-aware, or they'll like recoil and be like, that's sicko shit. Because they don't like the resonance.
I don't like thinking about it.
Right.
So it's bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a hard one to get out of. Do we want to try that? Try to work out.
Yep. doesn't get old.
Well,
That's good.
I do want to develop the song. I should have spent some more time developing the one song that you set for the practice. But
Oh, that jam.
I want to iron it down for the next.
Yeah, we can. I mean, it gives us all a chance to listen to it a little bit more. Fragile Peace.
Yeah.
Just a little look and see up.
Play it again before forget.
Jesus.
Play it again before forget. Play it again before forget.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Alright. Just the feeling of the song just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
It is. And the chorus being only 3 repetitions is such a cool little hook to put in. Because like once we have it, you know. But like as a listener, getting only 3 is like, wait, where's the other one? So fucking weird. I need to clean up the bridge a little bit, but other than that, like, yeah, that's basically it.
So, okay, we need to figure out our settings right now too, because I feel like our volumes are, you know.
You and I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, or is am I too loud or anything?
Brian, I mean,
I would like Rick a little louder, a little clearer, like volume up 5
Right. Sometimes you gotta experiment. I don't know, I was feeling it. I don't
There was the fish cover.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
This thing before.
Yep.
What do we want to do?
Anybody got any jams? Feelings?
Oh yeah.
Normally.
I actually have one.
Oh yeah. That one's cool. There's something there. There's a name there.
That's gonna be hilarious to listen to. It could be 3 songs. Then. That's the other way.
Yeah.
To look at it.
Yeah, just go full Godspeed and express in 3 movements.
That was just looking at those songs. Oh, I thought you were saying
Oh, he said go full Godspeed.
I mean, I just talked you guys into like a 3 solid minutes of just crescendo.
We're better for it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I was thinking about this Steve Almighty. Like I looked him up again, like every couple of years, and I'm looking up just to remind myself of how he did. Like how he did, like and it's just incredible, like and
I never totally got the distinction between Godspeed and Silver Mount Zion. Like,
that was like this like side project.
yeah,
It was only
which,
some of them.
yeah, it was barely even like a side project. It was like a subset of Godspeed, basically. Yeah, I think so, anyway.
What does that mean?
Like, there's like what, Godspeed or something like that, and I think a Silver Mount Zion is just like like there was, yeah, like there was stuff that just like 3 of the guys just didn't feel like doing or something. I don't even know. Because I mean, with 8 people, all of like taking all of those different subsets, like you can make like a ton of different bands. Maybe those 3 guys were doing like a Rush-esque prog project. It's sort of astounding how much good music has come out of Canada. Like just what's that? Rush, Godspeed. Matthew Good Band is like if you like pop rock, that's like incredible.
Population 2 Montreal.
Nickelback.
Real good French.
Were they actually?
Yeah. I mean, I'm ashamed to watch it. Now there's a bunch of Montreal sickos.
Oh, Montreal.
Of Montreal, yeah. Oh, there was like a Vancouver-based hardcore band.
Broken Socials.
Broken Social
Record.
Yeah.
Yesterday. I don't know.
Really? Their last few have been sort of like, I don't know, are they not working with Feist anymore? They haven't really sounded super
I
Broken
don't know.
Socials.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Unrelated, but there's a band called Sister Fight.
That's pretty sweet.
And yeah, they're from.
Oh shit! I meant to listen to that Red Flag myself.
I've just been
Oh,
listening to
I don't remember why I brought that.
I've just been listening to Usher's Yeah on repeat.
What?
I've just been listening to Usher's Yeah on repeat.
I seriously thought we were still talking about Usher. I really did. I'm like, wait, is this like another gay guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Usher songs
So I did say so.
One more. Got another one in you? I don't know if I've
Major 6.
These are on
Oh yeah, so what do you want now?
yeah, that's what the inside of my head sounds like basically all the time. It's just stupid beats. What's that? It's like a lopsided snake charm.
Yeah, that's kind of the feel I got from it.
It makes you like want to dance and have has to take more confidence and get you like go back to run around.
Can't help but groove.
Figure out something. Probably not that was fun.
Yeah.
We definitely use that.
Even if not for like a full song, just for like breaking something, we find the right tempo, the right place, or a full song. I always, as a drummer, I always appreciate being indulged.
Well, we have your work number, horse.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we need to get back to it. We need to prepare for it.
We need to prepare some force.